I received the phone call that Dylan was down on his motorcycle. All the sirens and ambulance and everybody went zooming by, and that's when I knew it was more serious than that.
When I woke up in the hospital, my mom was there. She basically told me that I crashed my motorcycle. All I knew is that I couldn't move my arm, my leg was busted open, I had staples in my stomach.
The first time we went to a neurologist, they pulled me out into the hallway and told me he'll never move his arm again. Be prepared, amputation is a possibility.
All three of the nerves, my brachial plexus, were severed. When they brought up the idea of amputation, it was a serious moment. It did hit you. That's when you realize, wow, this is real. When you think about losing your arm, there's so many things that follow it that you don't really think about. Tying your shoe, getting into food, opening jars, opening a bag of chips. It's stuff you don't think about until it's gone.
The outreach of my friends and family first said, you need to research this. Make sure that that's the only option. Just don't jump into that. And at that moment, that's through a friend of mine, we were able to get the connection to Dr. Adelson.
If Dylan hadn't been referred, his prognosis really would have been abysmal. The brachial plexus can suffer injuries in a number of different ways. Trauma such as where the neck goes in one direction and the shoulder goes in the other. That can cause a stretch injury to the brachial plexus. So I tend to use the allograft or advanced nerve graft when I am really looking to do nerve grafting in general. With the advent of the advanced nerve graft, I can actually know the size, diameter that I need. So now I've cut down anesthesia time, and now I've got a size I can be happy with and target specifically. I was not always consistently happy with using autograft. Advanced uses cadaveric nerves that have been decellularized. With an advanced nerve graft, those nerves grow down appropriately to now repopulate those pathways into the targets.
After the surgery, it was pretty exciting. After a few months, I started, gaining movement back. I could actually move my tricep, could actually have flexion. I could move it. And that's when it hit me. I was like, wow, this is something big. I could come back from no longer moving my arm to moving it.
It really makes my day when somebody does well. To see these kids and adults get back to school or get to work.
After the surgery, I can go back to engineering, I can go back to working on my car. I can get back into sports now. I could do anything that I pretty much want to. I almost have no restrictions anymore.
Patients don't tend to get referred in a timely way is because physicians or other caregivers are not familiar with what is possible when it comes to peripheral nerve injuries.
After this whole experience with Dylan and after his nerve surgeries, we discovered that it's very important that hospitals and orthopedic surgeons have this available to patients.
It's important to educate the providers and specialists like orthopedists or neurosurgeons. Using an advanced nerve graft does have established good outcomes with surgical intervention. If you identify somebody who has a peripheral nerve injury, they should be sent right away to a peripheral nerve injury specialist, and then they're more likely going to have a better outcome.
This surgery will change your life. It definitely changed my life, and it saved me.